guys, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity 4 with me, X2X. I want to double check and see if the jobs we have in Toronto or in Vancouver are affecting the jobs in Toronto. I sort of like the novelty of Toronto and Vancouver being next to each other. For those of you who don't know, you should check it out on Google Maps. How far Vancouver and Toronto are away from each other. They're both cities in Canada. Vancouver, Halifax is even worse. It's like basically opposite ends of the continent. Some cities being a little bit of a lag man today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build. Alright. So this area is going to be like a mixed stand, although I would like to check. Okay. So I'm not going to put high-tech in this square just because the university is messing up the high-tech desirability. That's not exactly how I wanted it to look. Alright, and then I'll do mixed stand, so we'll go like this. Let's see. That's a 4x4, that's a 4x4 there. And then put high density industrial right in the middle. Why is my recording lagging a little bit? Just a second here. Weird. My computer must be doing something. Maybe Steam's updating. Choking off my computer resources. Thanks, Steam. Otherwise a very fantastic program, but let me tell you, when that thing updates, it just like snorts up your computer's resources. I'm just going to extend the track out to here because, well, let's face it, why not? I'm going to make a little connection in there just because. Alright, now let's put in some of this action here. I might pause the recording in a second here and see what's going on. Let's see how this little bit grows. This little center guy. Curious to see what happens to him. Oh. You're out of water. That is not surprising. Lots more. And take the garbage away. Alrighty. Stash trash no more. I'm not stashing trash. Right? No? Sporting it all. You were too late. So that works out pretty good. I think eventually I'll be able to knock down a bunch of that high-tech demand as well. Some of that growth happen. New zones for industry. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. And put down a 4x4. A 4x4. And actually I don't want to do that. I want to sit down like this. And like that. And I'm going to put a commercial building right there. And go back to my D-zone tool. For some reason I did that wrong. Put down. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There we go. Put down the subway stops. And then some park action. Or where is it? Ha. Make sure the water, did I extend the water? Ooh, I did not. These guys must have water. And then play. See how that does? I'm watching the color of the building. If you notice, like some of these buildings here will actually become abandoned. And so I'm watching them, and then like I'll cross-reference that with what my desirability graph tells me. So the first thing I notice is like this heavy traffic area. The high-tech industry doesn't want to be around heavy traffic, which I find actually quite interesting. And these buildings provide, there's probably 300 or so jobs in there. Ooh. What's this here? Abandoned due to low demand. Interesting. Kaboom. Well, only way we're going to get our demand for yeah, I have a feeling they're not going to want to live near the highway. But this area is like super green. Super green! Multipass. Any, what's that show called? I can't remember. Fifth Element, there we go. Fifth Element fans. Lilu Dallas Multipass. Multipass. He knows it's a multipass. Alright, so let's put an avenue. Connect these two guys up. Cancel. Like that. And then I'm going to put in some roads. Alright, I'm going to pause the recording and wait till whatever is going on clears up a little bit, and then I'll come back, because this lag's really... Alright. Looks like it's cleared up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to be big enough to make a nice little thing, but... like a 1x1 strip in the middle. I can make that work. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll put a road like that. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Menyo does that so that his budget doesn't, I guess one of the reasons is so his budget doesn't get screwed, but Alright, let's give these Sims some places to live. Now, let's go like this. We'll put in some. I'm hoping that these 6 will build into gigantic skyscrapers. I'm not 100% sure if they will or not. Do I have any gifts that'll fit in there? I think I might have, like, what do I got? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? We got that guy. Anything else? No. I guess we could put this guy over here. It doesn't really do anything for this city. As far as I know, it's just kind of there. From what I've read and from all the investigative journalism for SimCity that I've done. I'm Bill Curtis, and this is your SimCity. Investigative SimCity. That's probably not that funny. Oh well. Alright. And I was actually going to go like this and go bop, bop. Actually, you know what? I think, like, the plaza would be better right there. There you go. That looks kind of cool. And actually, I'm going to take out that commercial zone. Don't mind me, I'm just, like, undoing everything that I've done before. Now, let's give this water and see how that goes. Not that surprising. Alright, well, first things first. First things first. No. No. Stop growing like that. Holy cow. No! Maybe I just don't have enough demand for a big building like that. These guys are pretty nice, hey? Keep track of all my other towers, make sure the growth hasn't changed. Why you, it's probably traffic. Okie dokie. One more try. Come on. Don't be a jerk. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, cemetery. Ooh. Bunch of people just moved out. Public safety is going to become an issue. The first thing we're going to do... Yes, I got it. Public safety is an issue. I hate this structure because there are a lot of reasons, but the primary reason is, as you'll see, the second you build it, it turns into like a noise factory, which is one of the reasons why I normally don't build it. So I think I'm just going to build this guy here like this. I'll build 2 of them. And now we're going to start getting there. How are we doing? We still got demand there, so lots of big commercial demand, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sort of layer it. One of the things we have to keep track of is how our education system's doing, and if I have all of the right city ordinances turned on. I'm going to turn Neighborhood Watch on. Power conservation is off. I will turn the vehicle reduction and the tire recycling programs on. Clean Air Act. Yeah, we'll turn that on as well. Alright. Those ordinances are just going to help us curb off some of the less desirable caps that might happen. So it looks like we still have a bunch of high wealth. It's definitely not that school, right? No, it's not that school. Alright. So the next step is going to be to build more commercial. And we're going to check and see what kind of, for our high-rise residential, we're going to check and see, that's kind of funny, what negative effects could be happening. And it doesn't look like there are any really potentially harmful ones aside from possibly the university. These guys are probably going to need access to a high school too, which I'll put in. I'm going to try to keep the residential closer to this side, mostly just because then it makes it easier to keep track of things like the schools and all of that kind of jiggity jank. This one's going to be a little bit bigger. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to there. So we'll go like that, that. And actually, I think I might put the subway up there. Run a line up through the middle. That seems to be pretty decent. So now let's go like this and put in two nice big commercial offices there. I'm not sure if those guys will grow. There's a chance. We'll put in some industry. 2 plots of industry. And then you know what? I don't mind there being a little bit more. And then I'll line this area with... Could put a plaza there, and that would connect foot pedestrians to this road here, so they could walk. It's kind of a neat, this will be kind of like a neat experiment. I'm not sure if it'll work very well. It's hard to tell. Alright, let's adjust the water. One of the things I'm trying to do with this region, if you're trying to build a region that's similar to this, one of the things you need to stay on top of is, you need to stay on top of your desirability, which is why I keep checking this. You'll notice I don't do that in most of the other cities I've built. The other thing you need to do is you need to stay on top of jobs for high wealth sims. High wealth sims are really intolerant, and they'll abandon you real quick. They're the hardest sims to keep. You see this building, almost all the sims just moved out of those buildings. So what you have to do is you constantly have to be monitoring how much demand you have and where you can get them to work. And a lot of these guys are going to want to work in the high-tech industry, especially because the commercial in this area is so dense. So it's a good idea to not neglect that and to take advantage and to build. You'll notice in some of my other videos, I just built areas that were all high-tech industry. And there's a reason for that. Oh, this is just a parking lot. It's because giving high-tech industry somewhere to go is a really good idea. It's kind of like the for jobs, it's like the dirty industry of high wealth sims. Like lots of people like to work there, and it creates a lot of jobs, and so it's really good for that. And actually, you know what I'm really missing that's probably important is medicine. Yeah. You can see we're making bucket loads of money. And transport department's doing really well. Lots of mass transit fares. We need to... build another one of these. And this time I'll build it with that. And I'm going to go like this. And we'll go industry, 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 industry. The reason I'm painting it out like that and why I'm not worried is I'm just going to put the parks on top of it. So I'll go like this. And actually, in this one, I'm just going to put the magnificent statues down. Statues. And I'll put in a 4 slot there. Like that. And sure, why not? We got another magnificent statue to place down. Keep working on jobs for our sims. How come nobody's moving in there? A herpaderp. Don't mind me. I am forgetting to build an airport, and it is really important. But it's a struggle within this map because I don't really know where I have the places to put an airport in. Like, I don't really know where I should put the airport because it'll fuck with desirability in a lot of ways. Maybe I'll just put it there and work around it for the next little bit. I'm sure I can force something to want to move in near the airport, even if I have to line it with public areas. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Convention center will be good for commercial. Ding dong. These will also tell you what you need to know. Oops. Oh god, I hope I get offered that. Oh no, I know what I can do. Yes. So, once you reach your current... if you look at your airport, it'll have a capacity cap. The max capacity, that's based off of commercial. Once you reach that, you'll be given the option to upgrade it. And this guy, this large municipal airport, we'll call it Big Air, may not actually fit the capacity of this city in terms of its commercial enterprise. Let's get errors from somewhere else, eh? Yeah, I'm not going to change that. Not right now. Lots of commercial, lots of high-tech demand, and I'm in... part of me wants to continue building it. Because we have a bunch of high wealth services, and actually offices to move in. I've definitely gotten to where the small municipal airport isn't big enough. The other one, the next option, is just too gigantic. So, not to make the city look homogeneous, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put in a commercial zone here. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a second. Oh, that's enough. Never mind. I'm just going crazy. Man, time is flying. So hopefully these videos are entertaining. Watching me kind of miser value in Vancouver here. So I'm gonna end the video here. We've expanded. I think we've doubled the amount of high wealth sims we have in Vancouver. We'll take a look here. So we now have 102,000 commercial jobs and 60,000 sims in Vancouver, which is a good amount. You can start to see the skyscrapers like are really really growing up, and so I hope you guys join me for the next video, and thanks for watching.